these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it when it's time you wanna cry.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 60-yard.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Isaiah McKenzie, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 27.
11.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 59, ready.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
I'm here all day.
Now Ryan on first down. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now it's Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bring it. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, Charlie. Get up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On second down, Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
25. 39.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, we gotta get to that.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike, ready. Mike 25.
Double dog, that's the way.
Check. 25.
On third down, Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
On second down, it's Harris. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and inches.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Rock it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
61. Matchbox lights. Now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant. Two times.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And he's got Rome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 11.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for...
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brought down back at the 40-yard line.
70, Indy. You ready, Ray? You ready, Ray? Let's go.
2nd and 13. It's complete to Hopkins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. 24-yard gain on the play.
Down.
First down.
60 outlaw. Leo.
They'll run on first down. Turner, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They come out here in the I.
60 or.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
218, chop it.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. but you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. On first down, it's Turner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, exit.
Here's 2nd and 8. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready, ready. Hey, Gator.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check 21.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out. Maybe some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go. 50, play.
On 3rd down, it's turned. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. That'll bring up second down.
Set up. 90 Wolf. 80 weapon. 65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Sanu. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Go, go!
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They run the counter. Turner, and some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Undercrush, undercrush! Hard, hard!
Check 31, check 31.
Check 9, check 9!
Check, check, check.
Out, 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 out!
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Go get it!
They'll run on first down. Turner, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's it, baby.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, 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 hey!
Slam.
Let's go!
On second down now, it's Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Mills. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Mills. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing to start the drive. Mills. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mills. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Mills. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Mills. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were 7 blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. boy, come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard.